back, everybody. So today we're going to try Splurge from Shorts Brew or Shorts Brewing. Double India Pale Ale, more like a double IPA. So I heard, and I was trying to find it, and I could not find it. I think it was on Facebook, a Facebook group, that this is supposed to be in response to Bell's Hop Slam. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's why they made this. I could be wrong, but on the front there are a ton of hops on fire. Then the guy's like throwing them out. This was packaged on 1/13/21, so almost 4 months or 3 months old. Sorry, 3 months old. Per Untapped, 9.1% ABV, 59 IBUs. Now, that doesn't sound like a hop slam killer, but perceived bitterness could be a lot more. Jessica did pick this up at Megabev. Not sure what the cost was. Let's go ahead and get this open and get it into a glass. There is a lot of settlement on the bottom of this. And I think we're going to get it because it's going to come up. I'm going to stop right there. Whew, yeah, I can definitely smell those hops. Off-white, kind of yellowish head. Now that could be from all the hops, all that oil, all the lupulin in there. It is not a filtered beer, so that could be small medium bubbles, about a finger of head in there. Color, oh yeah, there's definitely lots of stuff floating in there. Golden yellow in color, hazy due to all that trub, everything that was left in the fermenter that got into here. Some bubbles coming up. I can make out the light box, so it's just, if none of that settlement was in there, I think it would be pretty clear. Definitely, if they were trying to go for a hop slam killer, I'm just saying the color is not correct. I would think it would be darker. From the camera, it looks like mine's a little lighter than what the camera is showing. I mean, it's a nice color, but for a double IPA, to me, it's kind of light. Now, they could have used sugar or something to up the ABV, put more sugar in there, yeast like it, so it's going to produce more alcohol. But usually in your double IPAs, you're going to see more of a grain bill, more maltiness, light syrup in there. And by looking at this, I would say it's not going to be. Maybe it's going to be a little sweeter, but we're going to find out. Let's go ahead and smell. I'm definitely getting the malty sweetness out of there. It seems like that, I almost want to say like a touch of caramel is in there, and that's kind of mixing with like a floral citrus hop. I do not like floral hop, but it's that caramel. It's like a slight caramel smell. I'm sure it's from the grain. They must have used a light grain. I think if you enjoy craft beer, craft IPAs, double IPAs, I think if you were doing this blind, you could pick up that this is a double IPA just from that malty sweet smell that's in here. It doesn't smell like it's overly hopped. It's there, but that hop smell isn't as big. I would say for a double IPA, maybe like this one. I don't know if it's really dry hopped. It would have to be, I'm guessing, if that's what they're going for. Is like Splurge as putting in too many hops that they were used after the boil, so that IBU count didn't climb. Smells fine. Let's go ahead and taste. first thing, malty sweetness, medium syrup level. You get some citrus, maybe a touch of floral, a touch of pine. Perceived bitterness, to me, I would say is like 70. In the back, there is a little bit of burning in the throat as it's going down. More orange rind, malt sweetness in the aftertaste, like it just lingers, but like the taste buds on my tongue are like standing straight up. Like I can feel every single one of them. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like you get that malt sweetness with some citrus, maybe a touch of floral, earthy hops in the beginning. Then it seems like that malt grain really kicks in. Then that bitterness really jumps in there, and then it goes down. But then, yeah, as your palate warms up, more orange rind malt is what I'm getting. But my taste buds on my tongue, like I can feel every single one from this beer. I could see a lot of people liking this. Just because it's a double IPA, high in ABV, malt sweetness with a whole bunch of hops on the back end. I think the malt covers up too much of the hop flavor, and it kind of, I want to say, distorts it, because that's a lot of what you can taste. And I would rather maybe a touch of grapefruit now in the aftertaste. So I'm guessing they're using citrus-based hops. I don't know. Definitely easy drinking, very smooth. I'm not a big fan of double IPAs where that malt is covering up the hop. I think a week or two ago somebody did question me, like, why don't you like that? Because if I wanted maltiness, I would just drink malt. I think it covers it up a little too much. I would have to go 3.7 out of 5. I would like more of the hop aroma taste to stick out over that sweet malt. I hope to be brewing this summer, end of summer, getting into fall, some bigger IPAs, double IPAs, but using sugar to see if I can still bring out that hop, but up the ABV. I just don't know if they're going to be balanced. There has to be a reason where most of these use a lot more malt and get that sweet syrup taste in there. But yeah, I'm just not a fan. So yeah, 3.75 out of 5 for me. But if you're into double IPAs and you can find this, definitely one to pick up and try. I don't know if this is the first time they release this, but if you can find it, you better find it now, because again, we're going on 3 months old, and you don't want to let this thing sit too long. So on Untapped, 10 of my friends have checked it in, average 4.13 out of 5. A little over 2,000 people have checked it in, 4.02 out of 5. So they are a little higher than me. Somebody said super boozy and hoppy. Kind of tastes piney and citrusy with a hint of bitterness. So they're pretty much on the same page. So the description, 7 different hop varieties are used. White head with huge aromas of tropical hops, leading to super fruity citrus and pineapple flavors. I do not get that. Let's see if anybody else said anything. Somebody gave it a 4.75. Okay, intense amounts of pineapple. Now, this person said mango, dank pineapple, guava, grassy, grapefruit, mild bitterness. Bright, pungent, juicy, slick. How's that? Um, Jeff M, No Jinx did purchase this at Myers. Okay, so they must have had it before because this was on November 27th of 19. Um, so he did say juicy, sweet, nice, dry finish. Yes, I do agree with him. It does have a dry finish. It should. Double IPAs, because they're fermenting all that, in my opinion, should be a little drier. I don't get the juiciness. Maybe it's just because it's at the end of its life. At least for me, 3 months old for a double IPA, I wouldn't really go past that. Hmm. Now I'm gonna say pineapple, but yeah, it does taste like there's pineapple in there now. But see, that's a good thing about doing this before. So that's why I always try and look at Untapped after I rate them, just to see what people say. Um, it could be putting that in my mind, obviously, without it on the label. And I like how Shorts does theirs, because they don't, on most of them, they do not tell you what's in it or what you should get. And it's almost like, okay, I know it's a double IPA, but I don't know what's in it or what I should be getting, and then you can come up with your own stuff. That's why most of us do the mystery beers, because that's truly telling you, okay, this is what I'm picking up. Obviously, I didn't say anything about fruit. I didn't say anything about pineapple, but after reading it, yes, in the taste, in the beginning of the palate, I am getting pineapple. I still get that maltiness. Um, yeah, maltiness, pineapple up front. It kind of goes back into a big, massive, light to medium syrup. Bitterness, citrus, rind, maybe a little bit of grapefruit in the aftertaste with more malty, slight sweetness in there. But yeah, I still wouldn't change my score. I think that maltiness is a little too much, at least that I like. So yeah, if you've had this, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about it. Check some more reviews out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.